From the News Channel 8 studios, let's talk live with your hosts, Natasha Barrett and Melanie Hastings.
Up next on the show, Whoopie Queen Cyndy Bragg will be here. Oh, she's getting ready. She's sparkly. She's always got some fun over there. Are you drinking? I don't know what she's up to. We'll talk to her right after the break.
All right, don't be so hard on yourself this new year. Add a little spin to your resolution, and you can up the fun factor. We've got Whoopie Queen Cyndy Bragg back with us today. She knows how to have fun. She's here with more on how you can change up your routine in 2014. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You just look like a party here, let me tell you.
This is just your everyday, bus stop wear.
You're very sparkly today. Did you make any resolutions?
I made a resolution to be more mindful instead of having your mind full of stuff, which is like, I think, a long life resolution. I'm taking a positive psychology course, and it's influencing me.
Very deep.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
All right, so your first idea is you should have fun with your resolution, right?
Right. Well, there was a study that came out a couple of days ago. According to Forbes magazine, only 8% of people actually keep the resolutions.
So why make, this is my point, why make them?
Right. So with that being said, I think the key, and some of this positive psychology influence and, me being the expert on how to whoop it up in life, if you can add and up the fun factor to whatever you want to do, you're more likely to stick with it. I mean, if you go to an exercise class and it's not fun, you're not going to go back.
No, that's
so
true.
go to a class where you're dancing and shimmying and you're going to have a good time if that's your thing. That's my thing.
Absolutely. I'm all for that too. That is a great idea.
Right.
Remember that. Have some fun with your resolution. Right.
See how you can incorporate fun into anything. That's a goal.
And you'll stick with it.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll more
now,
likely.
Saving money. A lot of people want to save money in the new year. Got one of those?
Got a
you got your big piggy bank.
And there's a great app that I found. It's called Piggy Mojo, and it makes it fun. So say you and your husband want to save like $500 a quarter because you're going to go on a big trip at the end of the year. Maybe you need to save a little bit more than that. Anyway, you have this great app, and you would, instead of maybe making a purchase for a latte 2 times a day, you would put in that app on Piggy Mojo that you saved $2.85. And then so you get to see with your partner how things are adding up, and you deposit all that money into your bank account.
Wow.
So it's a really fun way to just sort of like have a goal, play sort of like a game that you could play with your phone and add money into your bank account.
And it's a great way to kind of really watch where those $2 go.
Those impulse spending.
And they really add up. Yeah.
Or like, we're not going to go to the movie tonight, we're going to rent a movie, so that's, if you have a family, that's $40.
So expensive to go to the movies.
Right.
And you add the concessions in too. Popcorn and the sodas.
Okay, so then another thing, a lot of people want to have more happiness in their life. That's sort of a common New Year's resolution. And I say celebrate the everyday. All right, today is Elvis's birthday. He would have been 79 years old. And I love Elvis. I actually had peanut butter and banana sandwiches this morning.
Oh my goodness! In his honor, because he loved those.
This is a blonde Elvis painting. I had I had a party a couple years ago, and someone brought this painting to my party in honor of Elvis.
Very nice. It's actually a very good
celebrate
likeness.
the fun. On my website and my blog, I have all kinds of holidays. Every day there's a holiday for something. There's Electrostatic Day, there's a Cuddle Day, there's Hug Day coming up, there's Make Your Dreams Come True Day. So go on to my website, my blog, and there's all kinds of ideas of how to celebrate every day.
Every day.
Have more happiness.
You don't need a reason for a party. You just say it's Elvis's birthday.
Yeah.
We're having a party.
And it's also Bubble Bath Day today.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I have an interesting picture on Facebook with me and my Elvis thing in the bubble bath.
Great. Great.
Yeah.
We don't relax enough. See, we don't take bubble baths enough.
Bubble baths are amazing. Yes, they're really, and they also help you create like old mind blocks that allow you to be more creative. So if you're stuck on something, take a long bubble bath.
Love it. All right.
Next tip. So people have dreams where they say, I want to try something new. And there's this great site called Before I Die. It's right here. Go online, Before I Die. This woman created a really inspirational place where you can go and get ideas of things you want to do, whether it's climb Mount Everest to actually, going to see the pyramids, to maybe you just want to take a class, learn Spanish.
This is bucket list, right?
This is a bucket list. So don't just think about what you want to do, this year. What do you want to do big picture? And her story is really interesting. She had a loss in her family and decided to do something artistic to heal herself herself. So she lived in New Orleans, and there was an abandoned building. Her name's Candy Chung. So she painted it with chalkboard paint, and she put up there, "Before I die," and it became this whole movement where people in the community would go and write what they wanted to do before they die. And then she started giving TED Talks, and she has books out on this beautiful site. It's a great place to get inspiration.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Think big. So in other words, think big.
Dream big. Yes.
Allow
yes,
yourself
yes,
to
yes.
do that,
Mhm.
and then cross them off.
And then, or just have the dream and know that you have the whole life instead of just this year.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, laughter.
Laughter,
we all know is the best medicine, right?
Even the late great Nelson Mandela, who went through a horrible, ordeal in his life before he became president, he said, "Laugh hysterically." If a man who can go to prison for that long can say that later in life, I think that's something we need to heed. And so there's so many ways to get inspiration to laugh. Obviously, you can go on YouTube, and there are funny commercials. There are great books to read. I particularly like this one. It's called Porn for Women, and it's a really hunky guy vacuuming. But wacky.
No
chicks.
porn inside.
No.
Things
It's
that would
just-
appeal to women.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. This is a fun book. This lady, she does all these fun little, pictures of older women from the 40s and 50s.
cute.
How to set a bad example.
So
laugh. Take an improv class. Improv actually can improve your life because it
Wonderful.
teaches you how to.
And before we go, I see you brought your Whoopie pies
Yes.
with
Lastly,
you.
celebrate and enjoy people, connecting with people by certain pop culture events that are coming out. We have Super Bowl playoffs every week, so I made little Whoopie pies.
So cute.
I mean, order a pizza, invite people over, and enjoy, each other, connect. There's also the Golden Globes
There's
and
lots of occasions coming
Yes.
up, so seize one of them and connect
get
with
your
people.
friends and
Love
family
it.
over. Yeah.
All right, and put down the technology. And
Have
really
a human
connect, right?
connection.
All right. Cyndy Bragg, Whoopie Queen, thanks so much.
Thank you for
Have
having
a
me.
wonderful
Happy
New
New Year, everybody.
We'll be right back.